What if the deepest secret about who you are, about your very purpose on this earth, is flowing through your veins right now? We're all told that our blood is just a simple biological fact. It's a scientific label based on antigens, and it's super important for transfusions and genetics. You probably know the four main types: O, A, B, and AB. Science has actually found dozens of blood group systems and over 600 different antigens, which is breathtakingly complex. Still, most of us just see it as a medical detail on a chart. But what if that's only the surface of a much deeper truth? What if ancient wisdom passed down in silent monasteries and forgotten texts reveals something more? What if your blood type isn't just a biological marker, but a sacred map? A karmic imprint your soul chose before you were even born, detailing the very mission you came here to fulfill. Stay with me, because we're about to explore how to read this map through the wisdom of my tradition. This isn't about fighting science, but about adding a layer of spiritual insight that science was never built to measure. What you're about to hear could reframe everything you thought you knew about yourself and set you on the path that's been waiting for you all along. In the quiet stillness of the mountains, where the air is thin and the mind grows clear, we have spent centuries contemplating the nature of existence. My teachings aren't about wild claims, but about finding the profound in the practical. I teach that everything, from the spin of the planets to the beat of our own hearts, comes from a single unified source. It's a concept that echoes through Buddhism, Taoism, and humanity's deepest spiritual questions. From this viewpoint, nothing is an accident. Your eye color, the lines on your palm, and yes, your blood type are all energetic signatures, clues that point back to your unique relationship with that source. I would not tell you to ignore medical science. I honor it as one way of seeing, but I invite you to try on a different lens, one that sees your blood not as a substance, but as a sacred river flowing inside you. This river carries more than just oxygen. It carries memory, potential, and a direct line to the energy of the universe. This view asks us to think of our blood type as a framework for self-discovery. It's not a rigid cage of destiny, but a symbolic key. In Jungian psychology, blood itself is a powerful archetype, a symbol of life, family, and the deep instinctual self. This knowledge isn't meant to label you, but to free you. It's a map, not a verdict. My tradition is about the dance between structure and freedom. Your blood type might be the structure, your natural tendencies, your karmic starting point, but your free will is your freedom, the power to navigate that map with purpose. Before we get to the meaning of each path, you have to hold this truth in your heart. You are the artist of your life. This wisdom simply offers a deeper understanding of the clay you were given. I teach that each of the four main blood archetypes represents a different kind of spiritual mission. Each path has its own sacred purpose, its unique gifts, and its own deep challenges. This is the journey your soul chose to learn, to grow, and to add its unique note to the symphony of existence. Find your type. Listen with an open heart, and see if you can hear the whisper of your soul's purpose. We begin with type O, often seen as the ancestral bloodline. While the science of our blood's evolution is complex, in many spiritual traditions, type O represents the energy of the beginning, the source itself. Its archetype is the warrior, not just a warrior of battle, but a spiritual warrior, a pioneer, the one who carries the spark of creation. The energy of type O is pure, focused, and powerful. It's the energy of leadership, ambition, and a resilience that just won't quit. If you're type O, you carry the imprint of the leader, the protector, and the builder. You're connected to the raw, untamed energy of the earth itself. You have an instinct to survive, to thrive, and to carve a path where there isn't one. There's a deep-seated confidence in your spirit, a self-reliance that can look unshakable. Your inner voice is often about action. What needs doing? How can I get this done? What's the most direct way? You are here to make things happen. A type O spiritual mission is to be a channel for source energy. Your purpose is to ground big ideas in physical reality. You are the architects of the new world, the protectors of the community, and the leaders who guide everyone else through a crisis. You're here to remind humanity of its strength and its ability to overcome anything. Your path isn't quiet contemplation, it's active engagement with the world. You learn by doing, by leading, by building. Your soul chose this path to learn about responsible power and courageous leadership. You've got a lot of gifts. You have immense physical and mental stamina. Your focus is like a laser, allowing you to block out distractions and go after your goals with relentless drive. You're a natural leader, and people are instinctively drawn to your confidence. You tend to be optimistic, outgoing, and generous, often becoming the rock for your family or community. Your greatest gift is your direct line to that primal energy, which gives you the guts to take risks others wouldn't dare. But the warrior's path is a tricky one. The same fire that drives you can burn you out. That confidence can easily become arrogance. Your laser focus can turn into a stubborn refusal to listen to anyone else. You might struggle with being vulnerable, seeing it as a weakness. The shadow of the warrior is the tyrant, the one who dominates instead of leads. Type O souls often have to learn the tough lesson of humility. You must learn that real strength isn't about never falling. It's about rising each time with more wisdom. Your biggest spiritual test is to learn to use your power with grace and to open your heart to real teamwork. Practice non-attachment. Your warrior spirit can get obsessed with winning. Find joy in the process itself, in the training and the struggle. Get into physical practices that connect you to your body, not just as a tool, but as a sacred home. Meditate not on what you want to conquer, but on the source of your energy. Your purpose isn't just to win, but to express the creative power of the universe. Learn to listen as much as you speak. Find strength in stillness, not just in motion. Next, we speak of Type A. If Type O is the raw energy of the hunter, Type A is the patient hand of the farmer. This is the archetype of the cultivator, the sage, the keeper of traditions. Where Type O forges a path, Type A paves it and builds a community around it. The energy of Type A is grounded, patient, and all about harmony. It's the energy of order, community, and responsibility. If you're Type A, your essence is about meticulous care. You're the glue that holds society together. You find peace in order, beauty in consistency, and purpose in serving the greater good. Your mind is naturally organized, and you have a gift for creating systems that help everyone feel safe and productive. You're sensitive, thoughtful, and very aware of the needs of others. Your inner world is rich, and you try to make the outer world reflect the harmony you feel inside. The spiritual mission for a Type A soul is to cultivate harmony in a chaotic world. Your purpose is to build and nurture stable, loving environments, whether that's a family, a company, or a garden. You are here to teach the world the value of patience, diligence, and working together. Your soul chose this path to master peaceful creation and learn the lessons of service. In a world that often praises disruption, your sacred job is to create sanctuaries of stability and remind us all that true growth needs roots. Your gifts are the very foundation of civilization. You are incredibly reliable and conscientious. When you make a promise, you keep it. Your attention to detail is second to none, making you a fantastic planner, artist, or creator. You're a loyal friend, a devoted partner, and a compassionate member of any community. Your greatest gift is your ability to love through action, through quiet, consistent, dedicated effort. You don't just talk about making the world better, you get up and do the work. The cultivator's biggest challenge is their relationship with control. That desire for order can twist into a suffocating perfectionism. The need for harmony can create a deep fear of any kind of conflict or change. The shadow of the cultivator is the worrier, anxious, stressed, and resistant to the messy flow of life. You might push down your own feelings to keep the peace, which leads to internal stress that can even make you sick. Your spiritual test is to learn how to find peace in imperfection and to trust life even when it doesn't follow your beautiful plans. I guide the Type A soul toward freedom within structure. A garden can't grow, I often say, if you pull up the seeds every day to check the roots. Build your beautiful systems and then trust them. Practice mindfulness to calm your anxious mind. Learn to see change as an opportunity, not a threat. Your challenge is to build a vessel of order, but not to fear the wide river of life that flows through it. Schedule time for pure play, for things that have no goal other than joy. Your purpose is to be a gardener for humanity, but every wise gardener knows that some of the most beautiful flowers are the ones that grow wild. Now we turn to Type B. If Type A is the settled community, Type B is the nomad who travels between them, bringing new ideas, fresh perspectives, and a dose of beautiful chaos. This is the archetype of the wanderer, the explorer, the rebel with a cause. The energy of type B is fluid, creative, and fiercely independent. It's the energy of freedom, curiosity, and passion. If you're a type B, you don't do conformity. You're not built to walk the well-worn path. You're here to blaze your own trail. You are governed by your heart and your gut feelings far more than by any rules. Your mind is a kaleidoscope of ideas, always making connections that other people miss. You are flexible, optimistic, and you aren't afraid to show your emotions. You can't stand rigid structures and suffocating routines, and you thrive in places that allow for spontaneity. The spiritual mission of a Type B soul is to be a catalyst for change and a champion for being your true self. Your purpose is to challenge old systems, break down rigid beliefs, and remind everyone that there are a million ways to live a meaningful life. You're the artist, the inventor, the traveler who connects different cultures and ideas. Your soul chose this path to learn how to follow its own inner truths, even when people push back. You're here to live so authentically that you give everyone else permission to do the same. Your gifts are the antidote to stagnation. Your creativity is your superpower. You see solutions where other people only see problems. You're incredibly adaptable and can feel at home almost anywhere. Your passion is contagious and you inspire others to chase their own dreams. You're also empathetic and can easily understand different points of view. Your greatest gift is your untethered mind, which allows you to access realms of imagination that are closed off to more linear thinkers. You're the questioner, the innovator, the free spirit this world desperately needs. The wanderer's path can be a lonely one. Your fierce independence can sometimes make it hard to form deep, lasting commitments. Your passion, when it's not disciplined, can lead to a dozen projects started but never finished, with your energy scattered everywhere. The shadow of the wanderer is the unreliable flake. You might be seen as selfish or irresponsible because your priorities are just so different from the norm. Your biggest spiritual test is to learn the difference between freedom and just running away. It's about channeling your wild energy into a focused purpose without putting out the fire. I advise the Type B soul to practice mindful focus. I wouldn't ask you to change, but to bring intention to your wandering. A river without banks is just a flood, I say. Your freedom finds its power when you give it direction. Meditate on your core values to find the one or two great passions that truly define you. This becomes your anchor. Get into practices that demand both creativity and discipline, like a martial art or playing an instrument. This teaches you how to make your brilliant ideas real. Your purpose isn't to fit in, but you do have to learn to build bridges to the world you want to change. Finally, we speak of the rarest archetype, Type AB. I describe this type not as a simple mix of A and B, but as something entirely new, a bridge between worlds. This is the archetype of the enigma, the alchemist, the peacemaker. The energy of Type AB is paradoxical, diplomatic, and deeply spiritual. It's the energy of putting things together, of deep empathy, and of mystery. If you're a Type AB, you are a walking union of opposites. You have the organized, community-focused nature of A right alongside the free-spirited, individual creativity of B. You can be social and outgoing one minute and a complete hermit the next. You're both rational and deeply intuitive. This can make you seem mysterious or unpredictable to others, but for you, it's just how you are. You're a natural chameleon, able to relate to all kinds of people with ease. The spiritual mission of a Type AB soul is to be a living bridge. Your purpose is to heal division and guide humanity toward a more integrated way of being. You're the diplomat who can see both sides of an argument, the spiritual guide who can walk between the material and the mystical, the artist who blends logic and emotion into a masterpiece. Your soul chose this incredibly complex path to master the art of alchemy, turning conflict into harmony. This directly mirrors the Jungian idea of the union of opposites, which leads to wholeness. Your gifts are rare and powerful. Your greatest strength is your empathy. You don't just sympathize with people, you can almost feel what they're feeling, which makes you an amazing counselor and friend. You are highly adaptable, with the planning skills of A and the flexibility of B. You are often popular and well-liked, even if no one feels they truly know you. You are a unique thinker, able to approach problems with a blend of logic and creativity that leads to brilliant solutions. You are a natural peacemaker, able to soothe fights and build consensus where others have failed. The enigma's path is maybe the most challenging on the inside. Living with that constant duality can be exhausting. You can be super indecisive because you can argue every side of an issue with equal passion. You might feel like you don't fully belong anywhere. The shadow of the alchemist is feeling fractured or inauthentic, or being seen as two-faced because you show different sides of yourself to different people. Your spiritual test is to bring all your many selves together into a unified whole. It's the journey of accepting your paradoxical nature not as a flaw, but as your greatest superpower. I guide the Type AB soul on the path of radical self-acceptance. Stop trying to choose between your different natures and instead embrace all of them. You are not a contradiction, I would say. You are a symphony. Meditation is key for you as it allows you to find the still point in the center of your complex being. Spend time in nature to ground your energies. Your purpose is to serve, but be careful not to become a spiritual doormat, absorbing everyone's problems until you collapse. Create strong energetic boundaries. Your purpose is not to solve everyone's problems, but to embody the possibility of peace. You are living proof that logic and intuition, community and independence can live together in harmony. You have heard the stories of the four paths. The warrior, the cultivator, the wanderer, the enigma. You might see yourself clearly in one, or find pieces of yourself in all of them. Remember this above all. Your blood gives you a path, but it is your heart that decides how you walk it. The map is not the territory. It's a starting point, a clue, a loving whisper from the universe reminding you of the contract you made with yourself. We must connect to the source from which all things flow. Whether your personal river is a rushing warrior's torrent or a gentle cultivator's stream, it all flows back to the same great ocean of consciousness. The point of this knowledge isn't to divide us into four neat boxes. It's to do the opposite. It's to give you a deeper appreciation for your own unique design and a real compassion for the different designs of others. The warrior needs the cultivator's stability. The cultivator needs the wanderer's new ideas. We are all part of one body, one human family. Now, this wisdom becomes a question for you. Take a quiet moment. Look inside. Think about the path you've walked, the challenges you've faced, and the gifts that come so naturally to you. What is your blood type? If this wisdom resonated with your spirit, share it in the comments below. And don't just share the letter, share a reflection. Did a certain strength or challenge feel true to you? We aren't defined by these labels, but by sharing our stories, we see the beautiful complex tapestry of the human journey. Your story is a vital thread. The journey to understanding yourself is the only one that truly matters. It's the great work of a lifetime. The blood flowing through your veins right now is doing more than keeping you alive. It's carrying an ancient invitation to live more consciously, to love more deeply, and to step fully into the magnificent purpose that is yours and yours alone. Listen to its ancient whisper. The path is already within you.